Bro, why are you still using that 17 Pro?
Because there's nothing wrong with it. Like, what's your problem?
S26 Ultra, it's got way better features than that, bro. Who's actually still on iPhone?
I promise you it's the same thing as last year. What, privacy screen that halves your resolution? I ain't buying that.
Just use it, I promise you. If you don't want it, I will pay you the value of the phone, but just take it. I guess we're doing this now. What's up guys, Saif, Ashraf here. Welcome back to another video. And today, you saw the title, I am gonna be switching to the S26 Ultra from my iPhone 17 Pro. I have been an iPhone user for like how long? I did get the S24 Ultra in the middle to like use and test. It made me switch for a bit, but then I came back to iPhone. So yeah, S26 Ultra, we got this in 512 gigabytes. It's the purple color, 12 gigabytes of RAM, the other specs which I'll probably talk about in my full review, but let's get this phone unboxed. First of all, I don't know if I'm going to be staying though. Like, this phone really needs to be amazing for me to stay, but there's your first look of the cobalt purple. Is that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. So we got the phone. We will take this out, take a look at it. Not too bad. And by the way, I'm going to be transferring my data from the S24 Ultra. The SIM card though is on the 17 Pro, and we'll see whether we take it out and put it in here. But let me put this on the side. User manuals, cable. I don't need either of those things right now, so honestly I'm just going to put that straight back in the box and put that away. Do the peel. And there you have it, your first look at the S26. Let me get this little sticker off. But yeah, overall first impressions, that is a light phone. Like, I would expect it to be a little bit heavier, especially for how big the phone is, but you know, honestly, it's not really that heavy. I'm pretty surprised. They did switch from titanium to aluminium. While it wouldn't like be obvious that it would save any weight, it does feel a little bit lighter. At the bottom, we still have the S Pen, which I am glad to see. They did make it significantly smaller though. Like, that does feel thin compared to what they've had before. And it also goes to the edge of the phone in here in the corner, which is a bit odd. Also, I realized from a video I saw on Reddit, if you put the S Pen in the wrong way, it's gonna stick out weirdly. I don't know if you guys can see, if my camera can focus, but it sticks out really weirdly, so make sure you're putting in your pen the right way. Also, one thing I'm noticing is that the anti-reflective display is not as good as it is on the S24 Ultra. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is the S24 Ultra, and it is looking like there's more of a blue tint on the S24 Ultra than there is on the S26 Ultra. That is pretty interesting. It's very interesting. All right, now we're gonna go through the setup process. Where am I from? I'm from the UK. And I don't know if it's set to 1440p out the box, but again, this isn't looking as sharp as my S24 Ultra. There is a lot of things I'm gonna have to compare with these two phones. Another thing that I'm realizing is the hole punch on the top of the S26 Ultra is also bigger than it was on the even the S24 Ultra, the one I have right here. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but the S24 Ultra hole punch is definitely smaller than it is on the S26 Ultra. They didn't really even improve the front-facing camera on the S26 Ultra, so that's a weird decision. And you can tell, it's definitely obvious. You can definitely tell the difference in between the hole punch. Alright, my data is transferring, but let's go over a couple things about the S26 Ultra while that is being done. Is there anything interesting about this phone that I need to talk about?
I don't reckon.
I mean, privacy display. I think Samsung has got to the point where they're playing like the whole phone game really safe. Like, in terms of a phone, the S26 Ultra is a good phone, and I'm not gonna deny like that type of stuff there, but they're not really innovating like they used to. Like, the S10 Plus was crazy good. The S7 Edge was crazy good. Samsung were known to just cook when it comes to phones, but now I feel like they're playing it very safe, which is, I mean, it's fine, but at the same time, like, I want Samsung to be that company that's doing the most when it comes to phones. Obviously, there's other Chinese phones and other Android phones which are doing a lot. So if I did want something like that, I could always go on that other end. But you know, at the end of the day, Samsung is still Samsung. All right, guys, so the S26 Ultra is currently being set up right now. I have had like a little play around with it. One of the main things I did want to check out was obviously the privacy display, so I might as well show you guys. This is what the display looks like normally, okay? I'm showing you guys the angles. You can basically see everything, not much. Now, when I turn on the privacy display, and I think this is on max protection, that's what it looks, wait, hold on. Okay, you can already kind of see the effect I was trying. That's what it looks like straight on. And at an angle, it's really good. The effect is actually really good. Yes, you do have to like push it quite a bit. But at most angles that people may be around you, you can basically not see anything. And also, you know how people are complaining, oh, the resolution cuts in half. Like you can't see anything looking at it straight on. I think everybody was absolutely yapping. Because I'm looking at the phone straight on right now. It's not like the phone is unviewable. I would say this is slightly under 1080p, very slightly, and even that might just be yap. It might genuinely be 1080p. Normally the display is 1440p, but head on, looking at it with the like privacy protection, I can see absolutely everything. I think people are really exaggerating when they say the resolution is cut in half, because I'm looking at it straight on right now. Obviously you're watching through YouTube, it's not gonna be exactly for you guys. And then if I switch it off, yes, the resolution does jump by quite a bit. It does go back to 1440p. But I think people are honestly really exaggerating on the fact that the resolution gets cut in half. I think it's completely fine. I think it's actually really usable. It's a pretty good feature. And again, we haven't seen something like this ever. So honestly, parade to Samsung, because at least we're trying something new after keeping the same 5,000 mAh battery for the last 7 years. Anyway, I'm a man of my word. Let us switch. I'll take the SIM card out my iPhone. I know you guys want me to. Shout out to all the guys that talk to me on iMessage, because the bubbles are going to turn green. But yeah, taking the SIM card out. I know you guys, look, there it is. There's my SIM card. Putting my iPhone on the side. This hurts, you know. I really like my iPhone. Okay, now I'm playing. Where's the SIM hole? By the way, make sure to type into the, make sure to put it in the right hole, because the holes are really close together, so you might like get it in the wrong hole. All right, my SIM is in the S26 Ultra, as you guys can okay, it says hold on, let it load. Okay, there is O2 UK. My SIM is officially in the S26 Ultra. Make sure to follow, because I have quite a few videos like comparing it to the S24 Ultra to seeing whether you should really be, you know, making the switch. Comparing it to the S26 base model to see whether it's actually worth the money. And also I have to compare it to the iPhone 17 Pro to see whether this switch is even really worth it. But yeah, we've switched. It's official from iPhone to the S26 Ultra. And with that said, I'm going to tell you guys, make sure to follow me on TikTok and all the short form content social media, because I have a lot of videos that are going to be coming out on those platforms. But with that said, S26 Ultra is now the main phone. But let's see how long it lasts. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next YouTube video. Peace.